Next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Yello Racing Series brings us to Lucas Oil Raceway in Indianapolis, Indiana. This is a multi-purpose facility, which not only includes the quarter-mile drag strip, home to the NHRA U.S. Nationals, and also home to a road course running around the perimeters of the property of the drag strip. But sitting next to the drag strip is a 5/8 mile oval where we're at here today for some NNSCRA Mello Racing Series competition. It's the running of the Kroger 200 as we're set for 70 laps of racing here at this .686 mile oval. Where I actually have had the pleasure of being inside, as a matter of fact, at one time or a few times or another during the U.S. Nationals myself. No joke, I actually have. So we're here today for some racing here today. On the pole for today's race at 115 miles an hour, it's Kat Batson, the number 9 Gain Detergent Ford. She's alongside number 2 Dylan Young in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Second row has Kat Batson's wife Keith Batson, Kat Batson's husband Keith Batson. Kat Batson's husband Keith Batson, I should say, excuse me, the number 10 Nesquik Ford. And on the inside of that row, he'll be alongside number 3. That's Cole Deaver in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Keith winner this season at Atlanta. Going to row number 3, it's Seth Cole, number 00, the Cheese at Pontiac. He's alongside number 74. That's Daniel Bouchard in the Fina Loops of America Chevrolet. Fourth row has Paul Minnick in 87 and Lucas Martins in 72. Lucas coming off a tremendous run he had at Talladega, the last race on the tour. Fifth row has the always tough Jessica Shelton. In fact, it's an all-girl front row. In fact, it's an all-girl row 5. Jessica Shelton on the inside and Laura Chung on the outside. Laura winner at Texas this season. Jess the winner this season at Mid-Ohio and again at Milwaukee. Going to row number 6, it's Kyle Matthews in number 7 and number 60, Levi McIntyre. Next row down has number 24, Charles Sanford, and number 34, Al Lagasse. Next row has number 66, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 33, that is Jacob Thibodeau. Next row down has number 77, Stephen Colon, and number 36, Igor Barreto. Next row down has a couple of the Evans Gardner teammates, Rob Evans and Allison Rain in that row. Next row has number 4, William Brock, and number 15, Brian Brommer. Next row down has number 89, Quentin Moore, and number 18, Trent Dunham. Trent won at Talladega this season, while Quentin won the Goodies 300 at Daytona. He also won at Colorado National Speedway this season as well, too, on a short track. Next row down has Zach Winkle in 62 and number 92, that is Cement Ozcon. Next row down has Dougie Shears in 98 and number 5, Kev Shearer. Next row down has number 32, Derek Edison, and number 45, that's James Sykes. Sykes won the season at Richmond. Next row down has Joshua Osborne in number 18 and number 27, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has Carson Gum in 26, the Dr. Pepper Chevrolet, and 37, Muhammad Abdullah in the Timberwolf Pontiac. Next row, Jesse Turner in number 48 and number 1, Daniel Getrock. Then it's number 63, that's Connor Breton, and number 99, Dylan Abrahamian. Starting shotgun will be Cole Quebe in 44 and 22, Jeff Scott on the outside of the last row. So the Kroger 200 is about to get underway here for racing on this track here as we're heading down to the final few races of the season. Now I will say too, this is the first of 3 races it's the first of 2 races in a row these guys are gonna have at Indianapolis because there'll be a short drive from here on down to Indianapolis Motor Speedway where they'll have the Indy Road Course race, which will run in conjunction with the Brickyard 400 Castrol TTX Cup Series race, which they'll be preparing for that race as well too. So there'll be at Indianapolis 2 races in a row, the Mello Series will, and they'll be in 2 days in a row, I might add too. The Indy Road Course race will be uploaded about a couple hours before the Brickyard 400 will be uploaded. So there you have it with that. And here's the command to fire the engines for the Kroger 200.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command given the fire the engines, and we are set for racing here today at the Lucas Oil Raceway. As the pace car leaves the build around for the pace up, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. As they come off the corner, pace car is already on the pit road. Green flag flies. The Kroger 200 is underway here in Indianapolis. Dylan Young got a tremendous jump on Cat Batson in the number 9 car, but here comes Cat to the low side, trying to take position away from Dylan Young. Seth Cole is now about to get past the 10 car of Keith Batson for the number 3 position as they come off the 4th corner. There's an in-car view from Cat Batson's perspective as you saw her hit the wall, come off to number 2. Dylan Young trying to move to the inside, trying to take position away from Cat as they come off the 4th corner. 2 laps in the books here at Lucas Oil Raceway. And Dylan Young and Seth Cole getting into it. And Seth gets the wall through turns number 1 and 2. Meantime, you got 3 wide back there here. Rob Evans, Levi McIntyre, and Daniel Bouchard. And Evans takes position away as the yellow flag flies. For the first time, I heard tires screeching. And we'll see what happened through the turns here. I think that maybe the 22 car of Daniel Getruck. Nathan Ormond, 27. Into the wall goes the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. It's been a rugged season for Nathan Ormond this season in the Mello Yellow Racing Series here. And it was Jeff Scott that was partially involved in this whole deal. But it was Dylan Abrahamian and Daniel Getruck that got together here. Those two got together, and Ormond just was a victim of circumstance right there. He just got squeezed up in by the 99 and the 1 cars. Then Jeff Scott in the 22 car. Just pancake the driver's side door and nowhere for Ormond to go, but right into the 22 car and almost sent the 22 car up in the air. But thankfully for Jeff Scott, it didn't go up in the air or upside down, whatever. But Jeff Scott coming out of pit road after damage being repaired to the number 22 car. Nathan Ormond's car, sans hood on that 27 Chevrolet. Daniel Getruck coming down pit road, 35 miles an hour pit road speed limit here at Lucas Oil Raceway. And of course that comparing to about 65 miles an hour on pit road at the Brickyard 400 we're going to have for the Castrol GTX Cup Series event. The pit speed at the Indianapolis road course is actually also 35 miles an hour. So there you have it with that. So green flag's about to fly this time by here. It is Cat Batson, your leader. Second is Dylan Young. Third is Cat's husband, Keith Batson. Fourth position is Paul Minnick. Fifth is Seth Cole. Sixth is Cole Deaver. Seventh is Jessica Shelton. Eighth is Kyle Matthews. Ninth is Laura Chung. 10th is Lucas Martin. So that's how they run in this race here today as they come off turn number 4. We get the green flag this time by, and the Kroger 200 is back underway. Lap number 9. Dylan Young got a good restart that time by on Cat Batson as they come off the second corner. Through turns number 3 and 4 they come. Dylan looks again inside once again. Keith Batson watching us in third position at yellow number 10. Batson had a nasty crash at Talladega, the last race on the tour. And he's not really satisfied with the results he's had so far this season, other than that win he had at Atlanta. But Keith is driving like a man possessed this season. He qualified very well. We mentioned third position in this race. Just missed having an all Batson front row. But still Keith running pretty strong here today. And at number 10, Nesquik Ford. Riding with Keith Batson, the number 10, Nesquik Ford, as he goes into turn number 3. Runs behind Dylan Young, and of course Keith's wife, Pat, up ahead. And at green number 9, leads the race. rear bumper cam from Keith Batson's perspective. Looking at that yellow car, looking at that white and blue car, Paul Minnick. Minnick running in fourth. Boy, look at Paul Minnick on the attack coming off turn number 2. Getting closer and closer. You can about see the Monte Carlo right there on the front bumper of that number 87 machine. Off turn number 2 they come here. Minnick and Batson battling it out. In the meantime, the other Batson, Cat, here is now in a battle for the lead with Dylan Young. Coming off turn number 4 they come. Seth Cole running in 5th position. Again, there's a battle going on right here. Cole Deaver and Jessica Shelton battling for 6th position. In fact, Deaver's pulled up to the back of Seth Cole for that number 5 spot now as they come off turn number 4. In the meantime, Dylan Young took a look on the inside of Cat Batson for the number 1 position as they go through turns number 1 and 2. Jeff Scott coming back out on the racetrack right now. Jeff, of course, you remember, was involved in an earlier wreck there that was he and Daniel Getrock, Dylan Abrahamian, and Nathan Ormond in turn number 3. He's about a half a straightaway ahead of the front 2 cars. We saw Keith Batson get off the wall coming off turn number 2. That's going to slow him down a bunch right there, and now he moves on the high side. Paul Minnick, Seth Cole, and Cole Deaver moves the inside. Meantime, Laura Chung has got Jessica Shelton in her sights right now as she moves Shelton up the track right now. That's a battle for 7th place between the 17 and 93 cars. Lucas Martin's in the 72 car, also throwing his hat in the ring. Kyle Matthews in that bunch, as well as is Zachary Fitzwater and Charles Sanford as they come off turn number 4. And now Lucas Martins goes to the low side, and whoa, Sanford ducks inside of the 66 car of Fitzwater, and he moves Matthews up the track as they come off turn number 2. Oh, and Martins just about turned himself, and look, almost for a second too, he's going to put the bumper to Kyle Matthews and turn him around, come off turn number 2. Thankfully for Kyle, that didn't happen, but that cost Fitzwater some ground right there as they go into turn number 3 or turn number 1. Lucas Martins also gets moved up the track. Meantime, Laura Chung has gotten past not only Jessica Shelton but also Seth Cole. So move Laura up to the number 6 position in the number 93 Amoco Ultimate Pontiac. And you got another Pontiac, Seth Cole behind Laura as well too. Inside with Jessica Shelton, car number 17. She's running in 8th position right now. There's the roof cam on the Walt Tools Chevrolet. Seth trying to close up on Laura as is Shelton trying to push help Seth up there. And you see the lead up ahead. The leaders have caught lap traffic in the form of Jeff Scott. Cat Batson's gotten by him, and Dylan Young is now getting by him as well too. Keith Batson remains in 3rd. 4th remains Paul Minnick, and Cole Deaver now runs in 5th position. You see you saw some damage on the side of the 87 car of Paul Minnick as they come off turn number 2. They will take a chance to get a look at it right there. There is Minnick right there. There's where the damage is at. As he obviously pancaked the side of the driver's side of that number 87, or passenger side, I should say, of the 87 Falstaff Mobility Chevrolet. Keith Batson getting around Jeff Scott. There you see Minnick and Deaver trying to do the same thing. Those 2 Chevrolets hooked up there. Off turn number 4 they come here as we have completed now 25 laps, and we're down to about 35. We're down to about 45 laps to go in this race. Kyle Matthews got the wall come off turn number 2 right there, and that slowed him down considerably as everybody else had to check to the inside lane. And that's Sanford, Fitzwater, Evans, McIntyre. And there you see the pancake on the passenger side of the number 7 Kleenex Winn-Dixie Pontiac. Matthews running in 10th position. Charles Sanford behind him in 11th. Lucas Martin, in the meantime, moving inside as Jessica Shelton got caught behind the 22 car of Jeff Scott. And Lucas will get by Jess. That moves him up to the 8th position. Shelton back to 9th. Lap cars can be a bit of a nuisance at times, though. We've said that many times before in our coverage of NNSCRA races. At least I've said it many times before. I don't know if ever said it during his Duracell Cup races or not, though. But meantime, Allison Rain now getting by the 4 car of William Brock as we go back further in the back of the pack here. Al Lagacy is in this mix as well, too. Quentin Moore in the 89 car. 2-time winner this season so far, as is Allison Rain for that fact too. Winner at Nashville and the first stop at Talladega. Quentin Moore back there as well too in the 89 machine. And also Super Shears, Dougie Shears in the 98 Lysol Ford in there as well too, as well as the 15 car of Ryan Brommer. Take a look at the rest of the pack of cars right there. There's Carson Gum inside of Jesse Turner and Kev Shear leading that pack right there too. There you see the stragglers back there, and now we go back to the front pack, which is still being led by Kat Batson, as she is about to have as we're about to close up on the halfway point of this race. It'll be 33 laps it'll be 32 in the books this time by, and 38 laps remaining here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Top five cars remain status quo at this point. Fifth place battle about to happen right there. Cole Deaver in the 3 car and the 93 of Laura Chung. Chevrolet versus Pontiac. Actually got another Pontiac back there. Seth Cole, the Cheez-It Pontiac. Kyle Matthews off the wall once again in that number 7 car. That's dropped him out of the top 10 here. Charles Sanford. Oh, Matthews again slaps the wall, come up to number 4. So that's put Charles Sanford up to 10th position. Levi McIntyre up to 11th in that number 16 machine. Levi and Kyle, 2 of the Ohio drivers in the field in this race. And meantime, Stephen Cologne, 77 car, and whoa, he just pushed Fitzwater up the track at 66 machine. And that's let Daniel Bouchard move to the inside of the 74 car to Fina Lube Chevrolet. Daniel not yet a winner this season on the Mello Racing Series Tour. He's won twice in the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season as the yellow flag has flown for the 2nd time here today. I don't know exactly what caused the crash to happen here. I think it's the 33 of Jacob Thibodeau. I think he's and take a look again here. Jeff Scott, who's been in everybody's way all day long so far, he comes off turn number 2. Right in front of James Sykes, and a good driving by Sykes in that 45 car to miss the 22 car. Got on the brakes just in time. But poor Ryan Brommer and Jacob Thibodeau just could not avoid the whole deal. And into the wall those 3 cars go. That's the 2nd crash here today that the 22 car's been in, but the 33 and the 15, first time those 2 have been in a crash. So halfway home, second caution flag is out for the day, and we'll be back for the restart. Back at Lucas Oil Raceway, as we have had a new leader, by the way, we've got to mention we had a new leader before the yellow flag flew. Dylan Young has now jumped to the front of the pack. The two cars on the inside, Cement Oscon in the 92 car and the 22 car of Jeff Scott, both are on the inside. They are, neither one of them is on the lead lap. They are currently right now 38th and 39th. William Brock has fallen out of the race because of a camshaft failure on his number 4 Lance Snack Chevrolet. Green flag flies are back underway here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Lap number 42. Oh, what a mess there. Keith Batson gets shoved up the track here. Come out turn number 2. Paul Minnick and Cole Deaver both getting around. And now Deaver wins second place. He moves to the inside of Cat Batson for that number 2 spot. Dylan Young having a hard time getting around Cement Oscon as Jessica Shelton got off the wall, come off to number 4. As Levi McIntyre and Rob Evans both go to the inside lane and gets past Shelton. And while everybody else is trying to maneuver through lap traffic here, Dylan Young has said goodbye to the rest of the field as he is out in front and pulling away from the rest of the field as he is using the lap car of Cement Oscon as a pick. Cat Batson, meantime, has taken second place here, second place in this race here, and Laura Chung up to the number 3 spot in number 93 Emco Pontiac. Lucas Martins goes to the inside. Cole Deaver has now taken 4th position, and 5th is now Seth Cole in car number 00. As now Dylan Young says, "I've had enough of following you, Cement," and he moves to the inside lane. But Oscon now hanging inside the outside lane, though, but Dylan Young gets past him. And 3 wide. Well, actually, it was 3 wide. Actually, we had 3 wide, but we missed that. Sorry about that. As Seth Cole, I should say Keith Batson in car number 10 gets by. He is dropped back to 11th position after that restart where he got hung up on he got shut up on the high side. Charles Sanford now comes off turn number 2 and does a little wall scraping off that corner. Meantime, he got Stephen Colon and Jessica Shelton battling it out for position. Jess gets by Stephen and brings Dougie Cheers with him, and with her, I should say. And Zach Winkler into the wall and in the wall on the inside lane, takes Al Legacy with him in the 34 car. And Kev Shear in the 5 also involved. So caution number 3 looks like it's waived here at Lucas Oil Raceway, and Dylan Young leads him back to the stripe. Well, 62 team's going to have some awards with whoever it was that hit him come out to number 4 and caused that crash to happen. They came off turn number 4, and it looks like it's going to be the 45 car of James Sykes who just gives them the bumper come off turn number 4. There goes Winkle. Oh, right into the wall on the inside lane. Goes shoots back up the track right into Al Legacy. Good driving on the part of Carson Gum to miss that whole deal. And Kev Shear nowhere to go but right into that 34 car. And just absolutely just center punched the back of that 62 machine. So, third caution flag of the day, flying on lap number 48. We'll have the restart here in just a moment. 52 laps in the books. We'll have 18 laps remaining in this race here. We'll have 17 to go when this race restarts. Dylan Young is your leader. Again, Cement Oscon and Jeff Scott, neither one of them on the lead lap. We have 39 cars left in this race, and 37 of them are still on the lead lap of this race. Dylan Young leads. Laura Chung is now second position. Third is Cat Batson. Fourth is Cole Deaver. Fifth is Seth Cole. Sixth is Lucas Martins. 7th is Paul Minnick. 8th is Levi McIntyre. 9th is Charles Samper. And Rob Evans is 10th. Position as the green flag flies. We're back underway. Lap number 54. And again, Dylan Young has the advantage of being the leader of the race here. He is pulled away from the rest of the field. Here is now Laura Chung trying to make her way around this lap traffic here. She needs to close up on Cement Oscar and get by him quickly if she has any hopes of catching Dylan Young. Well, truthfully, she's going to hope for either one of two things. And that was one of the two. That was one of the two. Lucas Martin's got spun coming out turn number 2. Or nope, that's not going to cause a caution flag. I was going to say that one of the things she's going to hope for is a caution flag, or something goes wrong with Dylan Young's car. Well, I thought she was going to get one of her 2 wishes was another yellow flag, but that didn't happen at all. And Lucas Martins had a great top 10. He had a shot of a top 5 run happening here until he got spun. Sucks for Lucas Martins, definitely, because that Detroit Gasket Chevrolet was having a really good run here today. And that's been one of the cars that's been showing some good runs as of late, too. So, he'll show him at the Indy Road Course, possibly. He'll come the next day. So, meantime, we got Dylan Young still in with now 57 laps in the books, 13 to go. Cat Basson's in 3rd, Cole Beaver's in 4th, and 5th right now is Paul Minnick. And meantime, we got some good short track racing happening right now here. Stephen Cologne, Zachary Fitzwater, Levi McIntyre, and Dougie Shears in this mix. And throw Jessica Shelton in there too as she tries to get underneath Shears for position. Cologne having a solid day, running in 12th position right now, the number 77 Dollar General Chevrolet. Running right behind one of the best in Levi McIntyre, the number 60 Machine, as he comes down through turns number 3 and 4. Daniel Bouchard, meantime, trying to take 9th position away from Charles Samper, a pair of blue Chevrolets in that bunch. Samper has the outside lane to his advantage in turns 1 and 2, but the inside lane, and Cole Deaver's got problems! And Jeff Scott just got turned, and into the wall goes Seth Cole and Keith Batson. Charles Samper involved in oh my gosh. A big pileup in turns 3 and 4. Caution number 4 of the day is flown. Oh my gosh, and Keith Batson, the number 10 car, Seth Cole, that was 2 of the top 5 runners in this race. Oh, and Joshua Osborne, 38, he was involved, the Great Clips Toyota. Cole Deaver was on pit road. He was running in 4th position when his car had problems. And this happening on lap number 60 when this whole thing happened, coming to the completion of lap number 60, I should say. Well, Jeff Scott. Let's see what happened to Jeff Scott here. He and Rob Evans, was in this bunch right there. I was about to ask what happened to Cole Deaver, but then Seth Cole goes to the inside lane and just flat turns Jeff Scott around. And he and Seth doing a little Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch, Darlington there for a minute, but then Seth says that's enough, and he just turns Jeff Scott into the wall. Jeff comes back and retaliates back at Seth unintentionally, not just only taking Seth Cole, but also taking Keith Batson with him in that 10 car. Sucks for Keith because he's also having a good run here today. Charles Samper gets his day ruined, so does Stephen Cologne. Everybody playing a game of where do I go when I get there. Igor Barreto gets hit. And right there in the back, Ryan Brommer, Nathan Orman, Joshua Osborne, Kev Shearer, Daniel Getrock, Dylan Abrahamian, 62 car of Zach Winkle, Lucas Martins. Oh, is he gonna get through? No, I think he just taps Al Lagasse in a 34 car. But Not much damage to the 72 machine, but a big crash has happened in turns 3 and 4 to bring out caution number 4 and setting up what possibly could be a shootout here at Indianapolis. We'll find out here in just a moment. Pace car on the pit road as we're about to get set for a 5-lap shootout here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Can Dylan Young hold him off? Kat Batson, she's got to try to get around Cement Oscon if she hopes to have any chance of getting Dylan Young for the win. Paul Minnick is in 3rd, Rob Evans is in 4th, and Daniel Bouchard runs 5th as the green flag flies back again. Lap number 66 of the 70-lap event as we're about to complete the 66th lap of this race. And unless something goes wrong with Dylan Young's car, he's been the dominant car so far in the last half of this race. As they come off the second turn now. Some battling going on for the last of the top 10 spots of this race here. Daniel Bouchard runs in 5th position. If he holds on, that'll be a really good pick-me-up for that number 74 Staff America Finalube team. And now James Sykes got the wall come off turn number 4. Levi McIntyre's in 6th position. Stephen Colon 7th. 8th is Dougie Shears. 9th is Kyle Matthews. And Trent Dunham runs in 10th position. As we're about to complete the 68th lap, we'll be down to 2 laps to go in this race here today. 7 cars out of the race, that being Laura Chung, Charles Sanford, Keith Batson, Igor Barreto, Ryan Brommer, Joshua Osborne, and the 4 car of William Brock. As the white light's about to fly this time by in this 70-lap event here. Dylan Young, the AC Delco Chevrolet winner this season at California Speedway, looking to take a big victory here today. The white flag is flown for the number 2 car. I don't think Kat Batson's got anything unless something goes wrong with that number 2 car of Young. And Minnick slammed the wall, come up to number 2. That's gonna let Rob Evans take 2nd position. But where it counts up front, checker flag is gonna wave. The Kroger 200 belongs to Dylan Young. He wins at Lucas Oil Raceway. So Dylan Young, the number 2 machine, takes the victory here today. And as he dominates the second half of this race here, Kat Batson's going to come home in 2nd position. A great day for that number 9 game team. At least a good day for one of the KEB Enterprises cars. 3rd will go to Rob Evans. 4th to Paul Minnick. 5th position will go to Daniel Bouchard. 6th to Levi McIntyre. Stephen Colon with a solid day, finishing 7th. 8th will go to Dougie Shears. 9th to Kyle Matthews. And Trent Dunham will finish in 10th position. 11th to James Sykes. 12th to Carson Gum. 13th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Cole Kawibi with a solid day, finishing 14th in this racer today. So, good day for that team. He's part of the 2 cars out of the Connor Brayton operation. Jessica Shelton with a solid 15th place finish here today. Muhammad Abdullah 16th. 17th will go to Allison Rain. 18th, Connor Brayton. 19th to Quentin Moore. 20th to Jesse Turner. Then Jacob Thibodeau 21st. Lucas Martins 22nd. Nathan Orman 23rd. Damaged up and all on that Castrol Chevrolet, I might add. Seth Cole, 24th. Derek Edison, 25th. Then Zach Winkle, Daniel Gatrock, Dylan Abrahamian, Al Lagacy, and Kev Shearer rounds out the top 30 in today's race here. All 30 cars, those 30 cars were the ones that finished on the lead lap. 31st, the last 3 finishers in this race here: Samant Oscon 31st, Cole Deaver 32nd, 33rd will go to Jeff Scott. He was the last car to finish this race. Cars out of race we mentioned again: Laura Chung, Charles Sanford, Keith Batson, Igor Barreto, Ryan Brommer, Joshua Osborne, and William Brock. So that will do it here today at Lucas Oil Raceway in the Kroger 200. Congratulations once again to Dylan Young, your winner here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on this channel as well too. And also, if you want in on his next season of Duracell Cup, then please get with Seth and he will get you going. And also be sure to check out our other two series that does NNSCRA offline series. And one of those channels being from our race winner Dylan Young. He's X86753098858X. That's the name of his channel. He's the man that does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also be sure to check out the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series from YouTube user ThrashManiac99. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. And also be sure to give those two channels a sub for some cool stuff from their channels, as well as the cool stuff from our channel. Give us a sub on this channel you're watching too for some more cool stuff as well. So that will do it here today at Lucas Oil Raceway. For now, this is James Qualls, in production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We will see you for this series' next stop at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy Road Course race.